That's what frustrates me. There are going to be some males in our society that will refuse to vote for a potential female president because they don't think females are smart enough to be president. We could line all those guys up and shoot them. They clearly don't understand the way the world works.
So you clearly heard what this professor said. And the bottom line is that this is the reason why I will never be a Democrat. And this is the reason why no amount of gaslighting in the world is going to ever get me to give up any of my guns. This is because the left, they try to act like they're nice people, but they're not. See, the left doesn't mind force as long as they are the ones behind the gun, not themselves literally. If they can order other people to do the disarming, if they can disarm you and kill you because you don't want to vote for a female Democrat, this is what, see, we have numerous instances of this, of them constantly calling for violence and then gaslighting and saying the right is doing this. This is what they do all day long. So this is the men are not voting for Kamala because her party is constantly calling for gun control, which really means gun banning. If you give up your guns, you are a modern slave. You will not have the tools necessary to fight back if you give up your guns. So this is the reason why nobody support any man with a brain is not supporting Kamala Harris or Democrats, period, because they want to turn us into slaves. Free men own guns. Slaves do not. And they are liars because Dianne Feinstein herself said that if she had enough votes, you can look up the video on YouTube, she would ban all of them. These people never stop. And we have seen, even in our modern day times, I'm not going to mention the countries, but everywhere they have instituted gun control, they have started to delete the citizens, and the citizens are literally at the mercy of the military, the police, and the gangs, because the gangs never stop owning guns. The gangs never do, but the civilians do. So this is these people. I hope this guy gets fired. I really do. This professor is typical of the left. They are nasty people. I talked about how I had an exchange with somebody recently, and I had him get screamed at by his boss because he sat here, and he's a Kamala supporter, and he cursed me out on the job. It was totally ridiculous. It was totally uncalled for. These people are unhinged. They're angry. And the guy that cussed me out, I got a couple of other people that confirmed that he did the same thing to them. These people are angry. When they talk about we have hope and joy, no, these people are in a cult. They're angry, sick people. And instead of debating ideas, all they do is sign language, shame, guilt, and the need to be right. Instead of debating you, which what adults should do, all they do is just come with the insults. When I say that I'm not giving up my guns for these people, what do these people tell me on YouTube? Why don't you grow up? I'm grown already. That's not an argument. What else do you got? Well, or do you want your little toys instead of protecting lives? I am protecting my life. They're not toys. What else you got? See, they have to come up with more insults instead of a logical argument, right? Do you need a gun because your penis is small? This is what they've been doing for decades. You will never have a coherent argument with a Democrat. You are just going to have shaming language. Mind you, former Governor Patterson got beat up in New York City. New York City is a crime ridden shithole. I'm from there. It's really bad. Kathy Hochul, Democrat governor, she said that once she got elected, she would get rid of no cash bail. We haven't heard about that ever since. You see? So don't go after the criminals, but we're going to make it hard for a law abiding citizen to obtain a legal firearm to defend yourself, right? The amount of gaslighting from these people is just absolutely ridiculous. It is what it is. Let's look at the comments. Look at the comments. He needs to be banned. Yes. The party of love and tolerance. This is, you know, we need to be shot for not voting for Kamala Harris. And this is the reason why you will never get my guns, because what they say about us, they are literally talking about them. These people want to harm us. They are sick people. You have never heard me, talking the way they talk. You've never heard them. If anything, I just want to be left alone. Just leave me alone. That's about it. So, no, you can't have my guns. You can't. And they lie because the minute they get their AR-15 ban, then they're going to turn around and say, well, you really don't need those shotguns. Those shotguns are kind of powerful too. We're going to ban those. And then, they're going to do like Canada. Canada did what? Canada has banned all handguns in Canada, all new handguns. You can keep the ones you got. But and I think somebody was telling me it has to be like low calibers, like 32, 22. It's just everywhere you go. These policies are not good for the civilians. They're very good for the criminals, and they're very good for the government. That's exactly what it is. And to add to that, then they have these laws whereby if you kill a criminal in self-defense, then they want to charge you. So, you know what? I'm good. And people are not, Obama saying that black men don't want to vote for her because she's a woman. That's bullshit. I can safely tell you that the black men that don't want to vote for her, it has nothing to do with hatred of women or whatever. It has everything to do with her policies. She has no policies for black men, and she has zero policies for men in general. So, Barack Obama is a piece of shit. I'm glad I never voted for this guy, not once, not twice. And I saw him coming a mile away. It's sad that black people didn't see him coming a mile away. And this is what you get from the party of love and tolerance.